the Windy 45 Chinook. This boat was formerly the 44 Chinook. We tested it 3 or 4 years ago out in Scandinavia, and that boat had a pair of stern drives, 370 horsepower diesels. Now this boat, they've changed it to the 45. They made a fair few tweaks, a lot of aesthetic, new hull windows, extension of the roof, different interior. But the other thing about this boat is that this has got IPS 600, which means it's got twin 435 horsepower diesels. And today, in this hugely calm weather in Southampton, we got 39 knots out of the boat, which is pretty good going really for a 45-foot sports cruiser. The type of person who's going to buy a 45 Chinook over the other numerous sports cruisers that are on the market at this size are the type of the people that want a boat that's great fun to drive, and that's exactly what the 45 Chinook is. Not only have you got this power from the IPS 600s and 40 knot top speed, but she's great fun once you start turning the wheel as well. What I really like about the IPS setup is that on this boat with stern drives, stern drives, they're great fun, but if you overdo it, then sometimes they can bite you back a bit. The IPS is set up so that you get that great initial turn in, the bit that makes it so fun, but you can really throw it in, full speed turn, never digs in, never skips, never jumps. You can do anything really, and it refuses to put a foot out of line. It's so agile. It's almost hilarious really that a boat this big can do what this is doing, and it's got a lovely tight turning circle, and you can see we're coming up to this buoy here, and you can sort of get an idea of just how nicely the boat turns. But it doesn't feel like it's going to sort of give way at any second and suddenly skip. It's a very safe way to go very fast, and of course it's a very calm day today, but the beauty is that it should be able to do this when it's choppier as well. The other thing that makes the 45 such a joy to drive is the helm position, and it's something that Windy really take pride in, is making the driving environment as good as possible. And it's little things really that make the difference. The fact that the seat electronically moves up and down at the touch of a button, so you can adjust your height of the helm. The fact that the wheel and the throttles are so nice and close to the seat, which also goes in and out so you can get close to the wheel. And then the fact that the chart plotter is on a little swivel so that you can adjust the angle depending on whether you're sitting like I am now or standing with your head poking out of the sunroof. And you also have 2 seats next to you so that your crew can sit very close to you while you're going along. They're raised up, they're looking forward, everyone can talk very easily. It's the hallmark of a real fast passage making boat, which I guess is what the 45 is supposed to be. So the cockpit layout of the 45 Chinook is pretty traditional sports cruiser. In fact, the 45 Chinook is a refreshingly traditional take on the sports cruiser. So you have a big open back, there's no doors to cut off the deck up here. Open to the elements, open to the engines, you really feel like you're probably out on the water. The layout, as you can see, it's very seating centric. This table may look strangely low, but this being a Windy, nice touch is the fact that it's automatically raises and lowers. And of course it's a seriously substantial piece of kit, really nice thick timber, and you have these lovely details like the pull-up support, plenty of people eating around there, no problem, and of course wet bar with the griddle to feed and water everybody. Engine access is down below the deck here. And the other thing that really strikes you in this cockpit is the huge aperture of the roof. They've used a canvas roof, which means it folds back nice and neatly into the coaming here, but what that means is over this helm position where you can easily sit 3 people, you're really nice and exposed on a lovely day like this. But of course the cockpit being up here and being a dedicated cockpit area means that your dinette and internal living area is below deck, so let's go and have a quick look at that. So Windy's made quite a few changes down here. This is really where they focused on improving the 45 over the old 44, because it felt a little bit sparse below decks, that boat, but they've really worked on the materials, the attention to detail, the finish to make it feel like people expect a Windy to feel. This boat has the upgraded oak cabinetry. That is a cost option, looks really good. It's bright down here because you've got a lot of glazing. These hull windows are an addition on top of what the 44 used to have as well, but the light wood really helps make it feel nice and bright down here. And the detailing is where it should be. You've got these lovely little insets of stainless steel here, proper chunky clips on every single cupboard, little fiddles around the edge of the worktop here. It's what you expect from a Windy. It isn't the biggest saloon area down here. There are 45-foot sports cruisers with more space below decks, but really this is a boat to live on deck. So that's not too much of a compromise, although this area is a little bit small, I would say, for a boat of this size. And then the layout of the cabins is, like the whole shape of the boat, quite traditional in that you haven't got your midship's master cabin. Your master cabin is behind me, and that's en suite to a bathroom here, and then you have pretty much identical twin guest cabins amidships, and they share a bathroom which is just here to starboard. It's only when you take a step back, get off the Chinook 45, that you realise what a really handsome boat it is. It's got this lovely sort of rake-backed roofline, nice long bow, really handsome boat, and that's because it's pure sports cruiser blood. It's not overcomplicated, it's like a sports cruiser of old, and that's really in essence what Windy are trying to do with this boat. It's not loaded with loads and loads of accommodation, but for that reason it's a better driver's boat, and if that's what you're looking for, then the Chinook 45 should be towards the top of your list.